What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, the channel where we talk all things major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and much, much more. I'm your host, Chris, and there's a lot that we do know about the upcoming Captain America 4 movie. But for everything we do know, there are 10 things we don't know, including, until recently, the title of the film. Now, originally, we thought we knew it, but then it went into deep discussion about the change. Well, Anthony Mackie, whether on purpose or not, has revealed on his Instagram the new title for the upcoming Captain America 4 movie. So we're going to discuss that and some details that we know about the plot and the overall importance that this film has not only for Captain America but for the MCU in today's video. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our other updates. You can also follow me on Twitch. Culture Catch Up, the live podcast where you guys control what we're talking about, is back. However, the channel has signed an exclusive deal with Twitch where we will be streaming over there. And to let you know, today we will be streaming starting at about 7 o'clock Eastern Time in the afternoon. So in a few hours, join us over on Twitch for the live chat where you can bring your questions, your thoughts, your theories, and we will be having an awesome conversation. The link to the Twitch is in the description and in the comment section down below. And again, we'll be going live today at about 7 o'clock Eastern Time. So let's jump right into the Captain America New World Order. Scratch that. Captain America Brave New World. Now, this is kind of fun, because we're all wondering what really happened with the name change. For a moment, a lot of people thought we actually would be getting Captain America Serpent Society. And the reason why I say it like that is because a while back, before we got Civil War, Kevin Feige teased during the phase announcement that Captain America Serpent Society was coming. And then that turned out to be all fake news, and it was actually Civil War. It was just a fun little surprise twist ending for the announcement. Well, a lot of people thought maybe we were headed in the direction of Serpent Society now, and the whole Serpent Society storyline could kind of fall before Anthony Mackie's Captain America. Well, on the back of the directing chair in this Instagram that he posted with Harrison Ford, he very clearly shows us it's Captain America Brave New World. In fact, the caption even says, "When Harrison Ford tells you how kicking ass should look, you listen. LOL. Thanks for the onset wisdom and laughs, my friend. Can't wait to do it again. Marvel Studios Captain America Brave New World in theaters May 3rd, 2024. So this is the first that we've heard of the name Brave New World. And yeah, it's pretty similar to New World Order. But the idea of New World has remained in the title. So the question is, what's new about the world? Now, we know that this is going to have an immediate connection to the Thunderbolts. So Captain America Brave New World and the Thunderbolts will be going hand in hand. And we've heard numerous rumors about how Tiamat, the big Eternal who is, popping out of the earth and nobody's managed to mention yet besides a tiny little newspaper clipping in She-Hulk, might be a center of controversy in the world's governments, because it has the ability to create adamantium, whether it has certain compounds that you can combine with the Wakandan metal vibranium in order to create adamantium, or whether the entire Eternal itself is just made of adamantium. We don't know those details. Obviously in the comics there's some compound and some science that has to go into it, and it would be a little odd if adamantium just existed, but MCU can do whatever they want. They don't have to follow the comics, although I imagine that the chemical compounds will exist in order to create adamantium, probably also by pairing it with vibranium. Now, this adamantium is going to be very important for a lot of different reasons, but for similar reasons as to why vibranium is important. Now that the world is aware of Wakanda, a lot of people are trying to get their hands on vibranium. We saw this in the second Black Panther movie. However, who ends up getting it and what they end up doing with it will ultimately lead to some governmental control and some powers beyond what a government or company without these resources might be able to achieve. Not to mention the ever-glaring and extremely obvious reference to Wolverine, who has adamantium claws many times in the comics. Not only claws, but his entire bone structure becomes created of adamantium, which is a big part of what makes him so strong and difficult to fight. Adamantium, very, very, very strong, very, very important and cool. But let's leave that even. Let's talk about something completely different, the grounded film. We've just heard from Chris Hemsworth, who plays Thor, in the GQ interview, how he needs to see Marvel be a little bit more grounded. Not everything should be, oh my gosh, the world is coming to an end, but they need to tell more emotional and personal stories for the heroes, and maybe in Brave New World, we'll be able to make a real connection with the new Captain America and with other characters in his sphere. Kevin Feige was talking about how there'll be different reaches of the MCU. You'll have the space side, the street fighters, the core, the mystic side, the magic side. How are we going to get to know these characters if all we're worried about is what's going on with Kang? And that's what made the first phase so special. Well, we were able to have Iron Man 1 and Captain America 1 and Thor 1, where we dove into the story of these characters and we didn't just assume it so that we could get on and find out what's going on with Thanos. We took our time unwrapping the package that was the Infinity Saga. And I'm hoping with Captain America Brave New World, we will be able to do exactly that with Captain America and with the characters and with the hints and the teases and the Easter eggs that will connect us to the Thunderbolts, that will ground us a little more in the MCU, a little less multiverse, a little less quantum realm, a little less space, and a little bit more what's going on with our heroes on Earth. There is a gaping hole of Avengers-lessness. Yes, I made up that word and I own it, but we don't have a solidified Avengers team right now. We barely have a solidified Captain America. There's a big space where Iron Man was, and many other heroes have gone their own separate directions or are dead. So Captain America might be the opportunity for us to revisit what's going on with the heroes we know, who are the heroes we don't, and how are they fitting in, the new Falcon, who we know is going to be involved in this film. And overall, we're going to get a lot of really good opportunity to tell personal, grounded, and emotional stories so that we can become more acquainted with these heroes who down the line are going to be important in these big team-up movies. I'm hoping Marvel's taken a step back, because although I don't think Phase 4 was truly that bad and the projects individually weren't terrible, and I enjoyed a good number of them, and even the ones a lot of people didn't enjoy, I was able to have fun with. But the one thing I would say for sure that has been missing would be that personal relationship and emotion with individual characters. So I'm hoping that, as we've heard in Captain America Brave New World, we will also be able to have brave new relationships with these characters. I'm excited to see how Harrison Ford fits in. He's one of my all-time favorite actors. It's great to see Anthony Mackie getting along with him and, respecting everything that Harrison Ford knows about action films and about making something spectacular on screen. And I am curious to see how they include his character in the movie moving forward, and any future roles he might have in the Thunderbolts or anywhere else in the MCU. But we have a new title, and we know a lot about what this movie really could be for us, and hopefully that happens. Don't forget, tonight at about 7 o'clock Eastern Time, there will be a live stream on Twitch, Culture Catch-Up. Go ahead and click the link down below. We've already done our first show, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of people pulled in, and we had a really good conversation. So don't miss out on that either. And I'll be sure to catch all of you guys in the next one or in tonight's live right here on Cosmic Culture.